Welcome to Santo Domingo here in the Dominican Republic. Game day 5 of the AmeriCup 2025 qualifiers between the Dominican Republic and Canada. We have Group C action for you, and this is a super interesting situation that we find. Canada at the moment, they are looking good. In fact, things could not be better. They are top of the table, 4 wins out of 4, and they could secure qualification this evening. For the Dominican Republic, they too can secure qualification, and they sit in second with 2 wins and 2 losses. Here is this qualification window alongside our game here. Mexico take on Nicaragua, and then on Monday, Mexico, Canada, and the Dominican Republic against Nicaragua. It should be a super interesting window here in Group C. As I say, Canada top of the table. As you can see, the perfect 4-0 run, and a win tonight is enough. If they win here this evening, they will book their spot at AmeriCup 2025. Also, if Nicaragua beat Mexico, Canada will also qualify by the end of the evening. For the Dominican Republic, they need to win here against Canada, and they also need Nicaragua to beat Mexico for them to qualify here today. Canada being introduced to the crowd, yet to win an AmeriCup, but you certainly feel like Canadian basketball is on the up. They're making moves to take their seat at the top table, unbeaten in the qualifiers, and no doubt will be looking to get to the podium later this year after finishing 4th back in AmeriCup 2022. A very balanced roster, both ends of the floor delivering strong performances, and that is why right now they are in the driver's seat here in Group C, and potentially just 40 minutes away from securing their place at AmeriCup 2025. Home crowd, raise some noise as the Dominican Republic are introduced here, and they haven't missed a AmeriCup since 2003. I'm sure they have no intentions of missing one now. And to be honest, that win over Mexico is a big one. They have the head-to-head over Mexico, and that could be key to their qualification. That's what gives them the advantage in this final qualification window. And you kind of feel that that head-to-head win over Mexico comes through the consistency that this roster has. Plenty of familiar faces we see window after window, tournament after tournament. These guys have played in big games under Coach Garcia, and that experience pays dividends time and time again. There is Coach Garcia, a very familiar face in South American basketball, to say the least, an icon. And we'll now have a break in our commentary to have the national anthems. First, the national anthem of Canada, followed by the national anthem of the Dominican Republic. Both teams now head to the half to exchange handshakes and gifts as we're a little over 3.5 minutes away from our opening tip-off here. What a big game. Qualification for AmeriCup 2025 on the line. Both these teams would love to finish the evening with qualification in the bag, but only one of them can. One of them will be taking it to the final game day. Here are your officials for today's game: Roberto Vazquez, Juan Fernandez and Orlando Varela Diaz from Puerto Rico, Argentina and Honduras respectively. And in the background we have Matias Carelli for our commissioner this evening. So both teams now will look to lock in their final preparation. Starting five for Canada is Best, Bell, Haynes, Cavangeli, as well as Guerrilla and Scrub. Plenty coming off the bench for Coach Mitchell as well. And his second qualification window now, Nate Mitchell, as he looks to get fully to grips with this Canadian national team and build towards that run at AmeriCup later in the year. Big moment for him for sure. High caliber coach though, been assistant coach on numerous NBA teams. Jump across now and look at this Dominican Republic starting five. We have Liz Jones, Felice Vargas, as well as Figueroa and Coach Garcia. Now, what can you say about him? He has a huge amount of experience, particularly in South American basketball, onto the international stage. Been head coach of Uruguay, Argentina twice, Venezuela. This is his second spell in charge of the Dominican Republic. He is a rambunctious head coach, brings flair and energy and passion to the sidelines, and certainly adds to the entertainment whenever you get to see a game that he's coaching. Both teams now locking in, and obviously these two met back on game day 3 back in November. Canada coming away with a 17-point win. Cavangeli led the way for Canada that night, 17 points, 7 rebounds. The Dominican Republic, Figueroa was their lead player. There he is, 18 points, 5 rebounds last time he faced up against Canada. And they'll be hoping he can come away with another big performance here today. Just a countdown to tip off. We're under a minute away. Prime opportunity right now for you to jump onto social media. Feel free to join the conversation. Just search FIBA AmeriCup on any of your social media channels and you will find our official social media channels. Also use the hashtag AmeriCup in any of your posts to join in our conversation. Just a reminder before we get things underway, if Canada win, they secure qualification. For Dominican Republic, they need to win this game, and they also need Nicaragua to beat Mexico. And I'll keep you up to date as we progress through today's game with the other scores around the AmeriCup qualifiers. That Mexico-Nicaragua game doesn't tip off for another 2.5 hours, so I won't be updating you on that one for sure. Both fives come to the floor, ready to go. I hope you're locked in and ready as well for what could be a very entertaining game here between two teams who not only expect to qualify for AmeriCup 2025, but also expect to be in the hunt for some of the medals as well. First things first, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Let's lock in on these qualifiers. These guys have got a job to do here today. Officials are ready to go, players are ready to go, and the crowd are starting to make some noise. false start on the tip. Let's see what the call is. In fact, an early foul call, I think, on Cabangeli. Yeah, a little bump on the opening tip. So with a second off the clock, I think Canada have given up possession. In fact, no foul call, just an interference on the tip, I think, is the call from the officials. Jones now steps in to the mid-range two, comes up short. Canada hustle the rebound down, and it's into the hands of Scrub, who puts some pace into it straight away. Bell Haynes now. Down, oh, lovely little shot fake. Finish not quite there, though, from Best. Jones has to come back out. Strong drive to the basket and a big offensive rebound. Delgado with the offensive rebound. Gets the first points on the board and saddles some nerves here for the home fans. Best for three. That one comes up short and clatters away. Scramble for the rebound. Dominican Republic come away with it. There's the feed. Oh, looks to glide for the throwdown, but it springs out. Scrub comes up short. Canada just not quite finding any rhythm early on here. Feliz throws it away, but it still will be Dominican Republic ball. And this stuttery style of play will certainly worry Coach Mitchell. It will play towards Dominican Republic's advantage. Yeah, a little kick ball there. Dominican Republic go again. Feliz. Long two is good, and an early 4-point lead here for the Dominican Republic now. Cabangeli looks to hand it away. Little pick and roll on the wing, glide inside, comes up short again. And Dominican Republic putting a lot of emphasis on that rim protection. Glides inside for two. Smooth move, David Jones. Look at Coach Garcia, he's on the floor. He loves what he's seen in the opening 2 minutes of this game. Dominican Republic, a 6-0 run to start the game. Coach Mitchell has seen enough. Canada call the timeout. Early corrections required for the road team. Just a quick reset timeout from Coach Mitchell, and no surprise, as the Dominican Republic, the crowd are in the game. And the home team are starting to believe that they can come away with what would be a little bit of an upset win here. Remember, these two faced back on game day 3. 17-point win for Canada in that game. Not only would Dominican Republic love to win this game, they'd love to take the head-to-head as well. That would play havoc with the final games on Monday to close out these qualifiers. Kicked away. Cabangeli, a little soft right-hand shovel shot is good. Played in both games in the second window. Had 17.7 rebounds in that game against the Dominican Republic back in November. Oh, lovely drive inside, and that's just patience on show right now. Andres Feliz doing a good job leading his team right now, the 27-year-old. Bell Haynes kicks it away. Cabangeli, no good. Strong rebound. It's really going to be a team effort from the Dominican Republic to protect that paint. Little baseline drive and an awkward shot, but one that is executed to perfection by Jones. Scrub now. Cabangeli with another two, and the big man is starting to cause major problems for the Dominican Republic. How do they lock him down? How do they stop him? Not only is his size an issue, his athleticism is as well. Catch and shoot in the slot, no good. Canada just about hold on to the defensive board. Scrub steps into the three. Comes up short again. Guerrera with the rebound. Down low, Cabangeli. Goes strong, draws the foul, ends up on the floor. And that is the speed of footwork that I'm talking about that is problematic for the Dominican Republic right now. 4.5 minutes gone in this first half. Canada certainly won't be happy with how the first 4.5 minutes have gone, but there are shoots of success coming through right now, much of it coming out the hands of Cabangeli. Big man goes 2 from 2 in his first trip. He'll take a seat and grab a breather as Thomas Kennedy replaces him on the floor. Montero looking for options in front of him. Figueroa with the Iverson cut to get open. Long jumper rattles in and away. Bell Haynes with the right hand, a soft touch, floats to the bucket. Trey Bell Haynes. And in the blink of an eye, Canada are back to within 2. Montero shaping up against Scrub, looks to use that speed. Kicks it out. Strong drive inside, off the glass for 2. Great in-game decision-making from David Jones. Oh, would look like a block, but it goes in off the glass. Mike for 2. You feel Canada have kind of jump-started their offense now. They're in the flow of things. Jones for 3, and it's raining in Santo Domingo. Gets the crowd on their feet. Kennedy now. Hands off the Scrub. Doesn't get it back. The roll is not complete. And a little finger roll, old school style on show from Jan Montero. And the crowd is showing their appreciation. A big opening quarter so far for the home team. And at last, Canada get a 3-ball to drop. Mike with the triple. Montero Back to Delgado. High rebound pulled down by Isaiah Mike. He looks to go coast to coast. In and out off the glass. Scrub with the rebound. Dumps it inside to Kennedy for the easy uncontested 2. Oh, Euro step to the glass. Jones with another score. What a start to the game he has had right now. 11 points already. First game in the qualifiers for Jones. 3 no good again for Canada. 1 from 5 from downtown so far for them. Montero deflected by Bell Haynes. Foul's going to be called on Montero. There's the little Euro step as he finds the way to the glass, leaving Bell Haynes almost in a statue position. Dominican Republic lead by 4. Offensively, they have looked good in these qualifiers, averaging almost 80 points a game. That said, Canada have averaged almost 90 points a game, so 2 very good offenses on show here this evening. Maybe it will come down to which team can put in the best defensive performance. Blair throws it to the wing. Dumped inside. Kennedy can't hold on to it. Foul's going to be called on Bell Haynes. Not a bad foul, really. Just wanted to slow the transition down. Bell Haynes will come out of the game, though, on that foul. Coach Garcia never fully happy, but won't be too upset with his team leading by 4 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Vargas into the game for the first time, gets the feed, goes to the bucket, draws the foul. Veteran big man Eloy Vargas, been there, done that. And a real mainstay of this Dominican Republic team. The only player that, in fact, alongside Perez and Lees, the only players that have played in all 4 previous qualifiers. Won't get the roll on the first free throw, though, Vargas. Just 55% in these qualifiers from the free throw line. Second is off target as well. Mike now. Guarded closely, hands it back out. And that one's thrown out of bounds as Canada continues to struggle to find a little bit of consistency, a little bit of composure on the floor. Coach Mitchell barking the orders out right now from the sidelines. Under 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Montero comes back to Jones. Jones with the hot hand. He's going to lean into it while he can. Not this time, though. Rebound pulled down by Cavangeli. Mike for 3. Short. Rebound falls to Montero. Both teams doing a good job of protecting their defensive boards right now. Montero, hot handle, step back 3 ball is too heavy, but the long rebound falls back to Suero. He'll attack the rim. A lot of contact, a lot of physicality, and he comes up short. Mike now. Kicks it back out. Canada spacing well, creating that opportunity to penetrate and score. Gelia with the 2. And Canada are back within 2. 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Dominican Republic will slow it down for that last shot. Foul's going to be called on Carr. Canada not in the penalty, so it's not necessarily the worst foul in the world from Carr. It kind of sends Dominican Republic back to square one on their offense with only 3.9 seconds left. Javon Blair comes out as McEwen comes in for Canada. Dominican Republic will make the change as well as Solano enters the game and Vargas comes out. Wing 3 to close out the first quarter. It rims away though from Perez. An interesting, hard-fought, closely contested first 10 minutes of basketball. It's Dominican Republic 19, Canada 17. As expected, these two teams fighting hard for potential qualification this evening. Both of them getting the job close to the bucket, struggling from downtown early on. Our leading scorer is David Jones. He has 11 for the Dominican Republic, and leading the scoring for Canada is Cabangeli with 6. Certainly a strong start to the game, a 6-0 run for the Dominican Republic initially that gave them that lead. And here are some of the best plays from the first quarter of basketball. As I said, strong start to the game from the Dominican Republic. At one stage they held an 8-point lead in that first quarter, so credit really to Canada. They kept on fighting and chipping away, back to within 2 at the end of the first quarter. I think Coach Mitchell deep down probably won't be too unhappy with the scoreline right now, as his Canadian team really haven't played anywhere near their potential. And it certainly hasn't been a style of play that you would associate with this Canadian team. They certainly have a DNA and identity that they look to put on the floor, and they haven't been able to do that so far this evening. Update from another game. In fact, let's have a look at that QR code on the screen. Please grab your phone, scan the QR code, download Courtside 1891. An amazing app for all your streams, schedules and scores. That app coming directly from FIBA and keeps you across all of the action. We're back to the action here in Santo Domingo. Second quarter underway. Dominican Republic lead by 2 over Canada. Game day 5 of the AmeriCup 2025 qualifiers. Glides off the glass and will get the roll. That's a smart move by Marcus Carr. More a facilitator than a scorer so far in these qualifiers, averaging 8 assists a game. To Vargas. Felice with the crossover, goes inside, off the glass is no good. Just a little bit heavy on that finish. Carr trying to find the killer pass, and it's easily intercepted. Drive inside, and a little scoop off the glass. The crowd like that one from Giselle Perez. Dominican Republic reopen a lead. Crowd urging their team on. Cabangeli goes up against Vargas. Vargas isn't the type of player to back down. He loves that physical low post battle. Plenty of time on the shot clock as Montero has it at the top. Figueroa in and out, kicks it to the wing. Perez for three. A big play, and he loves the pass from his teammate, feeding him the ball. Dominican Republic back out to a 5-point lead, and the crowd are absolutely in this one. Oh, and smooth stroke. Quincy Gallier grabs a rebound at the other end as well. Gallier, but stolen away by Montero. Every time Canada find a little bit of fluidity in their game, it's disrupted by the Dominican Republic. Montero whips it around, quick ball movement. Drive inside, high off the glass, no good. Vargas fighting hard for the two, and there's the roar from the big man. Dominican Republic refused to give away this lead. Shot from deep comes up short. Rebound corralled again by Montero. An awkward looking shot, was trying to draw the foul. Vargas will sensibly commit the foul to stop a breakaway score for Canada. Here's the strong drive inside and off the glass for Perez. It's a sweet move, a brave move as well, going up against Kabengele. Kennedy now back into the game for Kabengele. Long two, high rebound. Eventually falls to the hands of Felice. Oh, lovely backdoor cut. And a block from Gallier. And we're just starting to get a little bit of heat bubbling up in this one. Coach Garcia continues to prowl along the sidelines. Oh, cheeky move and the score. Montero drops it off the back of Kennedy. Grabs his own inbound and puts it in for two. And now he grabs a rebound at the other end of the floor. Third ball of the game for him. Felice waits for the screen from Soriano. Montero for three. Long rebound pulled down by Best. Can he save it? No, he can't. He can only give it away. And there's another two. This time, Figueroa with the score. And the Dominican Republic are playing with energy, with hustle. Canada not matching it right now. Garcia is loving it. The crowd are loving it. As Canada burn their second and final timeout of this first half, they trail by 8. Worrying times for Canada as Just the hustle on show from the Dominican Republic is paying dividends. An easy score eventually for Figueroa. Look at Coach Garcia. Loves what he's seeing. Lives and breathes every moment, every bounce of the ball with his team. That's why players love playing for him. Right now, one of the reasons why they lead by 8, a game-high 8-point lead over Canada. Remember, Canada enter the game unbeaten. 4-0 record so far. Bell Haynes backs it out, waits for the Kennedy screen. Lob pass to Kennedy for the two-handed flush on the alley-oop. Takes a bit of air out of the arena with that kind of play. Five minutes left in the first half. Dominican Republic lead by 6. 3 ball goes up and away. Long rebound's going to bounce out of bounds. Here's the play, there's the lob, there's the flush. Pick and roll executed to perfection. Big man Soriano caught in 2 minds. Blair with the jumper is off target. Soriano with the easy rebound. Perez backs it out, waits for the screen. Soriano obliges. Little sidestep, flat 3 though. And Canada spark out in transition, smooth. Glides inside, takes the contact, and Bell Haynes finishes. And now the tables have turned as Coach Garcia wants to talk things over. Dominican Republic's lead has been halved in the last, well, 30 or so seconds. And it's their turn to call a timeout. Big play from Canada, part of their resurgence. All inbounded. How will Dominican Republic respond now coming out of that timeout? Liz looks to drive the baseline and will draw the foul on Best. Feliz inbounds it to Soriano into the corner. Jones won't take the 3, drives inside, maybe should have gone to the bucket instead. Drops it into a busy paint. Kennedy flows out in transition. Always reward the big man when he gets out and runs the fast break. Pays off this time, and Canada are back within 2 again. Steps into the 3. Feliz in and out. Pass down into the low block. Foul is going to be called. That one on Andres Feliz, he got caught in a matchup he really didn't fancy. Feliz 183, Kennedy 206, as we see Blair come out and Scrub come back in. We're also going to see Montero and Delgado come back into the game for the Dominican Republic. There's the lob to Kennedy. Kennedy with the high arcing right-handed hook. Off target though. It's Canada running a two big man rotation right now to see if that size advantage will help. Cavangeli with the rebound. Canada pour down the floor. Scrub wide open on the wing for three. It's off left though. Canada continue to struggle from downtown. Just 2 from 9 now. Both teams do, to be fair. Drive inside, has to kick it out, and Kennedy will scoop up the loose ball. Bell Haynes with the spin. Oh, swatted away. What a chase back. David Jones bats it into the Canadian bench. Let's see this replay. Spin move is a thing of beauty, and the block is glorious. Oh, that's a great camera angle. Swats that one right away. Cavangeli looking to hand it off. Does so to Bell Haynes, who pulls the trigger on at 3 and gives Canada the lead. Both hands in the air. Canada now take control, and you can feel the atmosphere changing a little with the crowd. Jones off target again for the Dominican Republic, but a steal this time and a smooth finish at the basket. Victor Liz. Defense leads to offense. Dominican Republic certainly have put some strong on-ball pressure in place. Cavangeli for 3. High rebound. Scrub can only knock it into the hands of Feliz. And the foul's going to be called, I think, on Bell Haynes. I think they're asking for basket interference as well. I don't think the officials are saying it was. Let's have a look. Cavangeli did slap the backboard. Officials say no basket interference though. Feliz is going to have to earn his points from the free throw line. The first is good. 83% free throw shooter before tonight's game. Can't get the second to go. Rebound just about pulled down by Bell Haynes, and he'll pour down the floor. Canada forced to slow it down. Dominican Republic's defense continues to be high energy, scrappy hustle. Well, Haynes will draw the foul. Earns himself a trip to the free throw line this time. One minute 21 left in this first half, and physicality has certainly gone up. Both teams not giving away easy buckets now. Bell Haynes staying strong, slides into the support on the basket, but misses the first of his 2. He's an 88% free throw shooter, so shows that both teams are not doing too well from the free throw line tonight either. Dominican Republic 1 from 4, Canada 2 from 3 right now. Make that 3 from 4 for them. Into the game comes Carr and Pandy for Canada. For the Dominican Republic, we see Figueroa come back in. Felice looking for options in front of him, hands it into the hands of Liz. Pick and roll at the top, Felice and Delgado. Kicked away by Cabangeli. A little over a minute to play in this first half. Nothing really separating these two. Remember what's on the line. Canada win tonight, and that is them qualified. Dominican Republic need to win and hope that Nicaragua can beat Mexico. Foul's going to be called on that drive to the basket. So it will be a baseline ball for the Dominican Republic. No, neither of these teams in the penalty right now. Quite surprising, certainly physical defense, intense high-level defense on show in this first half. Montero comes back out to Figueroa. Shot clock at 7, Montero inside. Felice off the glass. That is a tough shot as the shot clock expires. Andres Felice with a big-time play again, and it's stolen away. Felice will attack the basket off the glass for another 2. Dominican Republic looking to claim some control of the game to go into the halftime locker room with. Look at the energy now. Hear the crowd. They are absolutely on this one. Ferocious atmosphere here in Santo Domingo. Pick and roll. Cabangeli will draw the foul. Victor Lee is called for the foul. Cabangeli will head to the line. Here's the drive to the basket. That was the first impressive play. And here comes the defensive stand. Oh, we're not going to see the rest of that replay. Coach Mitchell certainly feeling the heat right now. His team trail by 5. Cabangeli at the line for 2.3 seconds left in this first half. Can't get the first to go. He was 2 from 2 on his first trip. 6 points, 4 boards so far for Fiondu Cabangeli. Misses the second as well, and that will be the end of the first half here in Santo Domingo. A mouth-watering first 20 minutes of basketball, and the home team have the advantage. Halfway through this one, it's the Dominican Republic 37, Canada 32. Well, a highly entertaining first 20 minutes of basketball. Let's look at the stats. This game is getting done in the paint, in the trenches. Both teams struggling from outside. Both teams looking to go to the basket strong, and that is how close this game is. Maybe the key statistic there is 8 turnovers for Canada in that first half. Leading all scorers right now is David Jones with 11, and Trey Bell-Haynes leads Canada with 8. Halfway through, and promising to be an exciting second half of basketball still to come. Here are some of the big plays from that second quarter of action, and it certainly has been an entertaining 20 minutes of basketball. Dominican Republic, urged on by their home crowd, are not backing down at all. They led by 2 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Canada 18-15 in that second quarter with a real surge in the final, well, 30 seconds really, that enabled them to get their lead back out to 5. Leading the way with much of the damage done in the first quarter is David Jones. Canada fighting back though. Big throwdown from Kennedy. He has 6 in the first half. Trey Bell-Haynes leads their scoring though. He has 8. Here's a defensive play by Jones. Bats it away. There's Bell-Haynes nailing his 3 in the first half. But it has been a close game, probably closer than expected. And if anything, the form book with Canada being unbeaten would have suggested that they, if any team would have had a 5-point lead at the half, it should have been them. Well, it's not. Dominican Republic have torn that up. And at the half, it's Dominican Republic 37, Canada 32. Second half coming up shortly.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, my goodness. The dunk as well by Romero and a chance for a three-point play. Look at this pass.
Coach is now going to have to try to force this one up from the halfway. Oh, baby! Buenas noches. Are you kidding me? Tony Trocha. That is incredible. Silverio Ruiz comes up with yet another steal. 3-on-1. Can they make the most of it? Touch pass Martinez. Oh my goodness. What a special rejection.
Oh, did he nutmeg him? I think he may have. Did he throw it through the legs? If he didn't, it was right, really close. Smart to Kaminsky, and ball knocked out of his hands. Now Puerto Rico running. Oh my goodness gracious! Are you kidding me? Philip Wheeler. Quickly the USA the other way. Or behind the back. Smart, and then getting it to Covington, who gets his first bucket.
What a movement for the Brazilians up high. Caboclo hits the lob, finishes it off beautifully, and you can already see the talent of Bruno Caboclo.
Flings it back out. There's a good opportunity. It goes high, but it's not being put in. And of course, quick transition. Oh, reverse dunk time. Put it in. Cardozo. Bring it on. Panama through the paint. Oh, SWAT team in town. And it's Cardozo again. He is just on fire, isn't he? Well, it's dreamlike, isn't it? This man here, Cardozo, is just quality.
Did that go in? Are they going to count the bucket? Yes, they are! Tony Trocha! Over Caboclo. Rubino now has got the lob. Watch out. What up high? It's thrown down by Cardozo. Crowd is fired up.
up. Even Coraza puts his hands on his head as if to say he can't believe what he just saw. Let's take another look at that one, though.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back to Santo Domingo here in the Dominican Republic. Halfway through game day 5. The AmeriCup 2025 qualifier between the Dominican Republic and Canada. And at the halfway stage, the home team have a 5-point lead. Canada, their offense being led by Trell Bale-Haynes. He has 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shooting 50% from the floor, 50% from the free throw line. A strong first half from him. However, Canada have not had it all their own way, as the Dominican Republic's energy, intensity, and this wild home crowd have enabled them to hold a 5-point lead at the halftime break. That lead was at 8 at one stage in the first half. Canada continue to fight, though. They brought it back down to 5 in the second half. It's perfectly balanced. Here is the Dominican Republic's top scorer, David Jones. He has 11 points, 5 from 10 from the field, as well as 2 rebounds, a steal, and a block in that first half. Real human highlight reel on show. And the crowd are loving what they're seeing. Both teams looking to go to the basket and go strong. Jones, a real epitome of that as well. Scything his way through the Canadian defense time and time again. That was his only 3 of the first half. He really has led the way. Just 23 years of age and already a superstar on the biggest stages. A little over 5 minutes until our second half starts. Canada already back to the floor, warming up for that second half. I'm sure Coach Mitchell had some choice words to have with them in the halftime locker room. Bear in mind, they're averaging just shy of 89 points a game and have only scored 32 in the first half. Offensively, he will be disappointed. Defensively, not massively disappointed, but knows that they can certainly produce more than they have so far. They held the Dominican Republic to 71 when they first met them. The Dominican Republic are on for maybe a little bit more than that here on the rate as we have it right now. Bale-Haynes leading Canada's scoring effort. The 29-year-old has really picked up some of the slack and tried to be aggressive offensively, trying to get himself to the bucket as much as he possibly can. But Canada certainly going to need to see some bigger performances in that second half. There you go, that's how good a game he's having, leading him in points, assists, and rebounds. Can't ask much more, and kind of maybe tells you a little bit how certain other players haven't really stepped up to the plate just yet. But credit to the Dominican Republic, they kind of haven't been allowed to step up to the plate. The home team riding that wave of home fans have put some serious intensity into the defensive end. Jones, their leading scorer, 11 points in that first half, 5 from 10 from the field. I'm sure Canada will look to try and close him out a little bit harder and limit his offense. Montero is their leading assist and rebounder in that first half. 21-year-old. 19 points against Mexico back on game day 1. Hadn't played in any of the other qualifiers, so I'm sure Coach Garcia is happy to have Jan Montero back in the lineup for the Dominican Republic. Remember what's at stake here in today's game. If Canada win, that's all they need to do to secure a spot at AmeriCup 2025 later in the year. For the Dominican Republic, they don't just need to win the game, they need to win, and they also need Nicaragua to beat Mexico later this evening. If those two things happen, then the Dominican Republic will secure their qualification today, and Canada will have to go to the final day of qualifiers and look to win their game for them to be able to pick up that qualification spot. So big stakes on the table here in Santo Domingo. And right now it's the home team with this home crowd that are stepping up to the challenge and rising to the occasion. Well, under 2 minutes away from the start of this second half now. And both coaches, I'm sure, will have preached to their teams how important it is to come out and set the tone early. For Canada, they want to kind of have a new course of direction than they had in the first half. The Dominican Republic, it will be riding that energy, that emotion, but maybe in a bit more of a controlled manner. Both teams head back to their benches for final instructions from their coaches. Coach Mitchell heads into his huddle. Coach Garcia heads into his. If you have your phone to hand, do scan that QR code. Head over and download FIBA's Courtside 1891 app. Streams, schedules and scores, and a whole lot more. That is an app that you have to have on your phone. Refs call the fives to the floor as we get locked in for this second half of action. A big 20 minutes of basketball right now for these two. A place at a AmeriCup 2025 at stake. A trip to Nicaragua later this year to battle it out for the big trophy. Coach Garcia would love to be there. As would his Dominican Republic team. Standing in their way right now are the men in the red jerseys. This Canadian team will not back down. They want to get the job done early. They want to get qualification locked in right here, right now, so they can head to Mexico on Monday without a care in the world, really. Second half action underway in Santo Domingo. Game day 5 here. Group C of the AmeriCup qualifiers. Strong drive inside, ball stolen away. Best now forced to slow it down by Montero, by Feliz, sorry. Scrub waving away the screen. Guerrier looking to back his way down. Bullies his way to the glass for 2. Big play with the shot clock expiring. Quincy Guerrier. Personal tally up to 7 for him now. Delgado hands it off to Jones, the hot hand in the first half. Felice, teardrop right hand is too heavy. Knocked out of bounds, I think, by Cavangeli, so it will be Dominican Republic ball on the baseline. Oh, he's done it again. He's missed the shot this time, though. Felice throws it off the back of the Canadian player and gets the score. Two cheeky plays from Dominican Republic. They're going to steal it away again, and another score. This time it's Liz with the steal and score. Coach Mitchell thoroughly unimpressed with his team in that phase of play, and Dominican Republic's lead is back out to 7. Bell Haynes inside, knocked out of bounds by Cavangeli, so baseline ball for the Dominican Republic. Jones brings it up over the half against Scrub. Felice now, quick first step, drives it inside and one. Andres Felice with another strong move. And now Dominican Republic, there's a replay of the cheeky move earlier from Felice. He's had a hot start to the second half, but Dominican Republic out to a 9-point lead, a game-high 9-point lead. There was the steal by Liz and the finish. Canada struggling to deal with the intensity and energy Dominican Republic are putting onto the floor right now. Bell Haynes. Foul will be called. No, in fact, an issue with the clock. Here's the move by Felice. Draws the and one. Couldn't convert the free throw, though. So his team's lead stays at 9. Just an issue with the clock right now. Even in the breaks of play, Coach Garcia, one of the most animated coaches in all of world basketball. Bell Haynes is blocked. He'll go again. This time too heavy. Cavangeli steps out of bounds. Baseline ball for the Dominican Republic. It's been a bright first 2.5 minutes for the home team, and Coach Mitchell left pondering how his team can fight their way back into this one right now. Strong move off the glass for 2. Rebound pulled down by Scrub. Scrub will draw the foul off Jones. Jones' third foul. That is a problem for Coach Garcia. He is going to make the change. Perez will come in. That could be a big moment in this game. Jones, one of the most explosive players offensively for the Dominican Republic this evening. Well, Haynes almost loses control. Perez will be called for the foul. Sideline ball for Canada. Inside to Best, in amongst the trees though, and the defense stands firm. Felice hands it away to Liz. Liz with a quick first step. Floating right hand is good for Figueroa. Dominican Republic's lead out to double digits for the first time this evening. Uncontested three. Takes a layer of paint off the front of the rim and not much else. Liz now. Kabengele scoops up the rebound. Baseline drive. Layup not quite there for Galiela. Feliz hands it away. Figueroa. Weave at the top for Dominican Republic. Dumped inside and one. Strong play. Angel Delgado. That's a big play by the big man. Lovely play on the drive by Feliz as well. Times the pass to perfection, draws the defense in. And then Delgado does the rest. Look at the timing of the pass, that's the key. Kabengele gets drawn into play. Defense on the penetration. Timeout has been called as the Dominican Republic's lead is out to 13. Here's Feliz attacking the basket, drops it inside to Delgado. Gets the two and draws the foul. Off the back of the weave at the top. Without doubt, this is the biggest challenge of the qualifiers for Canada so far. They've gone perfect to this point. 4 wins out of 4. Now the Dominican Republic really are asking questions of them. Coach Mitchell looking frustrated on the sidelines. A free throw no good though for Delgado. Carr now ball in hand. Bell Haynes uses the Kennedy screen, dives inside, dumps it to Kennedy, who awkwardly finds a way through the defense for 2. Kennedy up to 8 points personal. Another weave at the top. Will Feliz attack again on the pick and roll? Calls for the screen again. Has the mismatch. Set back, 3 ball. Little heavy. Kennedy with the rebound. Breakaway. Kennedy puts it down with 2 hands. Quick 4-point swing here in favor of Canada. And one. Another big play. Look at the celebration on the baseline. Perez just chilling. Is it the baseline? Is it the beach? Perez looks good with that one. 2 on the board and 1 at the line for Jason Perez. Crowd are loving the game that they're getting to see here tonight. Shot no good though. And Dominican Republic have struggled from the free throw line. Unbelievably, just 1 from 6 this evening. That could come back to haunt them. Canada not much better there, 3 from 6. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Figueroa. There's the two-handed throwdown by Kennedy in transition. Nice little hand away by Mike. Here's the and one play. Draws the foul off Kennedy and just chills out on the baseline a little bit. Stolen away by Perez. A little over 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Dominican Republic continue to exert themselves and impose their style of basketball on this game. Shot clock at 10. Montero way downtown and it slaps off the glass. A little overconfidence from the Dominican Republic there. Mike down low, going up against Perez. Kicks it out. Carr steps in for the long two. That's short. Montero now waits for the screen from Delgado. Now he attacks the basket. Perez corner pocket three. No good, but rebound is spilled inside. Montero, oh, rejected. Swatted away with disgust, but the full court outlet pass is too high, too hard for Kennedy to hold on to. Three minutes left in the third quarter. Dominican Republic still with an 11-point lead here. Figueroa hands it away. Montero back into the hands of Liz. Delgado with a big rebound. Gets it knocked away though. Carr will scoop up the loose ball. Carr going coast to coast, runs into the brick wall that is Delgado, and Dominican Republic pour down the floor. Foul called. Blair whistled for the foul. Canada not in the penalty though, so it'll just be a sideline ball. Or was Figueroa in the act? Yeah, he had picked it up actually. That will send him to the line for two. First foul of the game on Blair. Double change for Dominican Republic as Solano and Vargas come in. Kennedy will come out for Canada as Kabengele comes back in. Figueroa out the line for two, his first trip of the night. First is good. And the second. Dominican Republic's lead back out to 13 as the pressure grows with every second that passes on Coach Mitchell and his Canadian team. Del Haynes inside to Mike. Scoops it off the glass. It's batted away by Vargas. Mike just about holds on to the handle. Double team all over him. Throws a prayer and just throws it straight out of bounds as the temperature continues to rise here in Santo Domingo as Coach Garcia asks the crowd to get to their feet and raise the roof. It's all about defense for the Dominican Republic in this game. Talked about it in the pre-game. The team that could lay down the toughest defensive performance could come away with the win, and that's how it's playing out so far. Montero backs it out. Figueroa inside and will draw the foul. Canada in the penalty, so Figueroa will be going to the line no matter what. Is this another masterclass of a coaching performance from Coach Garcia? The first is good for LJ Figueroa. Back at the line for the second. Nervous energy in the arena, to say the least. The noise has been tremendous this evening. Goes 2 from 2. A game high 15-point lead now for the Dominican Republic as Figueroa takes his personal tally up to 8. Into the game comes Lloyd Pandy for Canada. Carr being harassed by Solano. Dumped inside. Cabangeli against Vargas. And one. Fiondu Cabangeli, big smile on his face as he gets to play that back to the basket post-game that he is exceptionally good at. Vargas happy to battle him physically, but the quick footwork from Cabangeli is enough to get him past. Just a moment more for him to tuck his jersey in. Second personal foul for Vargas. Both teams in the penalty now. Cabangeli at the line for the bonus. And it's good. Canada trim the deficit to 12 now. Catch and shoot. Montero just steps in, dribbles in, pulls up, nails a big 3. Foul is called. Is it on Figueroa? I think it is. Be his first of the game if it is. There's the 3 from Jean Montero. The 21-year-old has no fear. Biggest game in his international career potentially. Was part of the World Cup roster back in 2023. Averaged almost 10 points and 5 assists a game in the Philippines. At the line now is Carr. Marcus Carr is good with his first. And the second, under a minute to play now. Dominican Republic's lead is down to 13. Figueroa, crossover, hands it away. Montero into Vargas, stripped away. Good quick hands by Blair. Carr, free and easy. Rebound is eventually pulled down by Perez. Wanted an isolation, throwing a ton of crossovers, shaking, baking, making everyone tremble. Won't get the score though as the shot clock was expiring. Carr down the floor, pulls up, and a little soft right-hander is good. That's the end of the third quarter, and Canada with a little bit of a turnaround there in the closing minutes. They're back to within 11. They will need a very big final quarter of basketball if they're to come away with the win. With 10 minutes to play, it's Dominican Republic 56, Canada 45. There are your shooting stats so far, and the game continues to be delivered in the paint, down low, be it back to the basket moves or strong drives. It is all about the two-point game here in Santo Domingo. Here are the big plays from that third quarter of action, and another big 10 minutes of basketball. Dominican Republic have won all 3 quarters here this evening, winning the third quarter 19-13. Their biggest margin in any of the quarters so far. They did have their lead out of 15. About 2 minutes to play in this third quarter, but with some tough play from Canada, with some composure, particularly from the likes of Marcus Carr. The Canadian team have brought themselves back to within 11, given them a bit of a platform to build on early here in the fourth to see if they can complete the comeback. It is a big ask on the road with a ferocious crowd and a hyped-up home team, especially as several Dominican Republic players are having big games. Montero there with the 3-ball. Feliz had a huge third quarter. He's up to 13 points, leads all scorers. Andres Feliz. If you're enjoying the action here, do scan the QR code, download FIBA's Courtside 1891 app, stream schedule, scores, and a whole lot more. If you love your basketball with an international flavor, that is an app you have to have on your phone. Well, a huge 10 minutes to play in these qualifiers. Remember, Canada win, they guarantee qualification. For Dominican Republic, a win here, and Nicaragua beating Mexico later this evening, that would see them qualify at the end of game day 5. Fourth quarter action underway here in Santo Domingo. AmeriCup 2025 qualified, game day 5. Dominican Republic lead this one 56-45 over Canada with just 10 minutes to play. Montero with the steal. Jones now back into the game. He's on 3 fouls. Hands it off to Feliz. Oh, Feliz with a crossover step back. Foul will be called, I think, on Isaiah Mike, who has to hold on to Eloy Vargas. Nate Mitchell, a frustrated figure for an awful lot of this evening on the sidelines. Feliz, shot clock down to 9. He'll pull the trigger on the 3. Sorry, it's down to almost expiring there. The on-screen graphic is stuck a little right now. And an easy breakaway too. Right to the basket, no good. Dominican Republic really are close to closing out what would be a monumental win here. Apologies for the clock on the screen. It has frozen at the moment. We have people working hard on that one to correct that issue. Pass inside, Jones, ball in and out. Rebound is scrambled, but dropped out of bounds. And really, that kind of sums up Canada's night. It just hasn't gone their way. They've been out-hustled by the Dominican Republic and put onto the back foot. Ball inbound to Jones. Guarded closely by Pandy. Spin move, Jones comes up short. Blair now trying to put some energy into the game. Steps into a three. That's a rash decision. Cavangeli, my goodness me. Towers above the Dominican Republic and just drops the putback in. That is a tough play. Let's have a look. Three ball goes up and misses. Cavangeli positions well, and that is strength and control from the big man. He'll head to the line for the bonus as Best comes back into the action as Blair heads to the bench. And converts the three-point play. Cavangeli up to 12 points personal now, as well as 9 rebounds, so on the verge of the double-double, and has brought Canada back to within 10. Remember, they did trail by 15. Dominican Republic can't slow this game down. They can't try and run the clock out this far away, not with a 10-point lead. Perez won't get the score. Ripped away by Guerrier. Haynes will roll the two. Surely Coach Garcia will call a timeout too. The swing in this game in the early going of the fourth has been a pretty impressive one. A 5-2 start to the final quarter for Canada. I think if we see Canada score without Dominican Republic scoring, we'll see a timeout. Montero for three. This time it's short. Another big rebound. Guerrier with the huge defensive board. Stolen away, handed forward. Felice off the glass for two. Once again, Coach Mitchell frustrated by the errors his team have given up. Haynes, short, rash shot from the 29-year-old. And again, Dominican Republic slowing the game down. I'm not sure it's late enough for them to run the clock like this. There's a good pass inside, though, well worked. And the two is good for Delgado. 6:07 to play. Delgado's whipping the crowd up. They're on their feet and they are responding to Angel Delgado. He's asking them to bring the noise and they oblige. The crowd are certainly enjoying themselves. Timeout called by Coach Mitchell. His team trail by 12 again. No microphones in the huddles in this final quarter. We'll see if that one picks anything up. There's the lovely interchange to get the ball down low to Delgado, and there's the flex. He's certainly enjoying today's game. Up to 6 points now, and look at him whipping the crowd up, getting them on their feet. Crowd have been side by side, standing tall with this Dominican Republic team for the entire game. Definitely the sixth man here in Santo Domingo. Haynes kicks it out, wide open three is up and down. Javon Blair with a well-timed first bucket of the game. One of the few Canadian players who have played in an AmeriCup. Averaged almost 14 points a game back in 2022, Javon Blair. Pass inside, Delgado goes with a little right hand, has to get his own rebound and is just bullying the Canadian team right now. Interesting to see how long until we see Kabengele back into the game. Mel Haynes now into the hands of Blair, wide open for another three. Back-to-back triples by Javon Blair. A lifeline for Canada. They've struggled from outside for most of the night. Javon Blair, it's only their 5th three of the game. Moves them up to just 25%. And once again, Dominican Republic look to slow the game down. Feliz, teardrop right-hander is good. Andres Feliz. 17 points now for Feliz, as well as 5 rebounds. Mel Haynes backs it out. His team trail by 10. Lob pass to Kennedy is too high, too heavy. He's saying his arm was hit. Dominican Republic will call the timeout this time. Their lead is at 10. A little over 4 minutes to play in this critical AmeriCup 2025 qualifier. It's been an intense game here in Santo Domingo. Both these teams battling it out. The prize at the end of the game for one of them could be qualification. For Canada, it's straightforward. If they win tonight's game, they lock in their spot at AmeriCup 2025. For Dominican Republic, not quite so straightforward, remember. Not only do they have to win, but they also need Nicaragua to beat Mexico later this evening. That's on the line right now. Javon Blair back-to-back threes. Andres Feliz doing what he can with that soft right hand, but the game's still in the balance. A 10-point lead with over 4 minutes to play is not enough for Dominican Republic to just sit back and try and cruise this game out. Jones off the glass, catches Canada napping. Final 4 minutes. The gap is 12 points. Mel Haynes drives down the middle of the lane, has to go high. Long rebound falls to Jones. He'll pour down the floor. Foul will be called on Guerrier. Coach Mitchell certainly being made to sweat here this evening, as is Coach Garcia. Both coaches working so hard to help their teams pick up the big win. Feliz hands it away to Jones. He's had 11 points in the first half, has only 2 in the second. Step back to the 3, and that bricks off the glass. Blair for 3. Oh, he is feeling it. A triple of triples for Blair in this 4th quarter. Had 0 points heading into the quarter, now has 9. Montero's going to come into the game for Jones. Perez officials now will hand it back out as Dominican Republic look to slow it down. 3 minutes to play. 9-point lead right now for the Dominican Republic. Felice, foul's going to be called, a pushing foul, I think, on Cabangeli, and kind of bails Dominican Republic out, gives them a fresh 14 seconds on the shot clock. It's an anxious Eloy Vargas looks on right now. I think there may have been a coach's challenge to say maybe it's to do with Blair, Javon Blair's 3-ball. Was it a 3 or a 2? Officials. No. Yeah, it is a coach's challenge. Both teams will take an impromptu timeout on the back of the challenge. So the officials will head to the monitor. I think they want to look to see if the Blair shot was a 3 or a 2. That is how close this game is. Could be a toe on the line that changes the result. Let's have a look. Here's the replay. Blair turns the corner, steps in. That's his foot position. It's a clear 3. Yeah, no conversation. That's going to be a quick review. Definitely a 3. Done and dusted, super quick. Stays as a 3. And it will be Dominican Republic ball on the sideline. 14 seconds on the shot clock and 2 minutes and 49 on the game clock. This would be a huge, huge win for the Dominican Republic here. Felice drives inside, loses his footing and loses possession. And they'll regain possession as it's spilled up the other end. Cabangeli had a strong start to the game, has a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. We'll now have a coach's challenge from Coach Mitchell. And the officials head back to the review monitor. And hopefully we'll jump in and have a look at what they're reviewing. I think it's to do with whose possession it is. Was there a final touch from the Dominican Republic player? No, I'd say that is off the hand of Cabangeli. It's a wide receiver catch. Yeah, it's that final fingertip, I think, just knocks it out of bounds. Will remain Dominican Republic ball, although the officials are looking at all the angles. Yeah, that last little bat at the ball from Cabangeli is, I think it shows on that angle. I think it will stay as is. So both coaches' challenges, I think, are going to be rejected here. They are. It will remain Dominican Republic ball. Coach Mitchell throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this game, trying to find a way back in for his team. Right now they still trail by 9 and time is running out. Montero just about gets it over the half within the 8 seconds. Drives inside, skips to the weak side corner. Felice into the glass, batted away. That'll be a shot clock violation. It's not the end of the world for the Dominican Republic. They've burnt 24 off the shot clock. 2:09 to play. And it really is that kind of situation for the fans here courtside now. They will be counting every second as it drips down. And, well, every second will feel like an hour. Crowd are trying to lift the team, though. Blair steps through. Will get the roll off the glass. What a fourth quarter for Blair. 11 points now in this final period. And it's a 7-point ball game. Canada, slowly but surely, have edged their way back into this game. Have the Dominican Republic put this one on cruise control too early, and they've looked to manage the clock too early. Figueroa will draw the foul. Canada not in the penalty yet, so it'll just be another 14 seconds for the Dominican Republic. Coach Garcia, the mastermind behind this performance this evening. Figueroa at the line for 2. It was in the act of. Misses the first, though. First miss of the evening for him. The Dominican Republic have struggled from the line, though. 5 from 12 so far this evening. Shooting under 42% is tough, and he misses the second as well. That put some more nerves into the crowd if they needed it. Bell Haynes now. Back to Blair. High arcing ball. Canada keep fighting. Eventually pulled down by Felice. Canada won't give up. They have shown real spirit here. Knocked out of bounds. Cavangeli. Final minute to play. Still a 7-point ball game. This one's not dead and buried just yet. Five-second violation called. Great play by Canada. Turning the ball over without burning any clock is huge. What can Canada do in this final minute? Bell Haynes will draw the foul. Dominican Republic have got fouls to give. It'll only be a sideline ball. 2 more fouls to give for the Dominican Republic. See how they use them. To the glass, Bell Haynes. And it's down to a 2-possession ball game. Canada, their resilience has brought them back into this game. Coach Garcia has to call a timeout. Dominican Republic have tried to manage the clock almost for the entire quarter. And now Canada have a chance. Some interesting stats. Dominican Republic 22, almost a third of their points coming in the fast break. Canada, plenty coming off the bench for them. 11 of them out of the hands of Javon Blair, 10 from Thomas Kennedy. Those two putting in big performances off the bench. This never say die attitude from the Canadian team has put them back within striking distance. Under 50 seconds left on the game clock. What has Coach Garcia asked of his team? Some composure is what he needs right now. As Bell Haynes going strong to the glass to get the score. He's up to 12 points personal, as well as 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Trey Bell Haynes certainly has given everything he can for the Canadian team this evening. Full court pressure, as you would expect from Canada. Can they get the ball in? Just about to Jones. Hands it back to Felice. Felice now trying to burn some clock. Foul's going to be called on Best. That will send Felice to the line for 2. 1 from 3 so far this evening. Sending Dominican Republic to the line is not the worst thing to happen for Canada. They're shooting under 50% from the line. How will they deal with this pressure? Andres Felice now at the line for 2. The first is in and out. Coach Garcia looks to the skies. Cannot believe what his team are putting him through right now. Does get the second to go though. Still a 2-possession ball game. Bell Haynes will pick up the foul from Figueroa. Still has 1 to give the Dominican Republic though. Figueroa's first foul of the game. Bell Haynes, spin move. Stolen away. Dominican Republic to Figueroa. Oh, it's rejected. Cavangeli. Oh, it's a foul called. Figueroa going up to put some icing on the cake. Cavangeli met him at the top. Foul called. Figueroa heading to the line for 2. Good hands by Montero with the steal. And the body contact from Cavangeli called for the foul. Figueroa here for 2. Misses the first. You kind of feel if he can get the second and push it out to a 3-possession ball game, could that be enough? Coach Garcia being put under a huge amount of pressure with his team struggling to hit free throws in the clutch. Back at the line for a second. Will get the second. A 7-point lead is an important number. 27.8 seconds remaining. Out of the game comes Gallier. Into the game comes Kennedy. Cavangeli hands it back to Bell Haynes. They've got to be quick. They can't be slow. Bell Haynes to the glass. Won't get the score. Pulled down, and a foul's going to be called on Bell Haynes. His 4th foul of the game. And the Dominican Republic know they're within touching distance of the win and potentially within touching distance of qualification. Remember, a win is not enough. They need Nicaragua to beat Mexico later this evening in Mexico. If that doesn't happen, well, this group is going all the way to the final day of the qualifiers, with Canada, the Dominican Republic and Mexico all fighting it out for just 2 qualification spots. All 3 teams will feel they deserve to be there. All 3 teams big names in South American basketball. The first is no good though for Liz, as Coach Garcia is absolutely having kittens on the sideline. He really is struggling with his team faltering and not making it easy. Does get the second to go. It's now an 8-point lead for the Dominican Republic. One thing that will be in the mind of Coach Mitchell as well will be that points difference situation. Timeout has been called here. Points difference could be a decider. So he wants to keep it as tight as he can, even if they are going to lose. He doesn't want to lose by too many. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's going to lose the head-to-head here. It's an 8-point ball game, and at the moment Canada have a 17-point head-to-head advantage over the Dominican Republic. I can't see the Dominican Republic scoring 9 or 10 points without reply in the final minute. But more than that, every point could potentially count. Dominican Republic 14 offensive rebounds in this game. That has led to just 12 second chance points, though. There's Canada, 8 offensive rebounds for their 10 second chance points. Bell Haynes trying as hard as he can, couldn't get that one to drop, and then gets called for the foul. Crowd are loving what they're seeing. Plenty of noise all night from this bumper crowd in Santo Domingo. Best needs to get it in, does. Hands it away, Blair for 3. That's short. Kennedy looks to tip it back. 2 Canadians fighting for the same ball. Blair for another 3. Kennedy fights for another rebound. This time Best will get the score. Only 4.2 seconds left on the game clock, though, and that surely will see the Dominican Republic take the win. Remember, points difference is still vital, though, so a timeout has been called by Coach Garcia. He'll look to advance the ball for safety first, but also to give his team a chance of maximizing what they can do in those final few seconds. Well, what a game we have had here this evening. Big players turning up in a big way. Andres Feliz leads all scorers with 18 points. Also has 6 rebounds and a couple of steals. Leading scorers for Canada are Bell Haynes and Kabengele. They both have 12 points. Kabengele with a double-double. 12 points, 11 rebounds. Bell Haynes with 12 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. Both teams have put in big performances to try and come away with this critical win here tonight. But it'll be the Dominican Republic that come away with the win and push themselves onto the brink of qualification. This one truly could come down to points difference. That's why this play matters. Jones inside, kicked out, corner 3 is good! Jassel Perez for 3, and Coach Garcia celebrates the win. What a way to close out a historic win here in Santo Domingo. The Dominican Republic can celebrate the performance, can celebrate the result. Coach Garcia embraces Perez, gets him in a headlock in his ear. That could be a huge moment. Final score, Dominican Republic 71, Canada 65. Well, I'm sure the party has just started here in Santo Domingo. Delgado Asked the crowd for more. They gave it to him. He asked them again, and I'm sure they'll oblige again. And the dancing has started already. Remember, this win is not quite enough for the Dominican Republic to secure the win here this evening. They'll have to wait to see the result from Nicaragua against Mexico in Mexico later tonight. If Nicaragua can win that one, then the Dominican Republic know that they have qualified. For Canada, they will head to the final game day with a big challenge. They head to Mexico, needing really to win that game. Canada move to a 4-1 record. Dominican Republic move up to a 3-2 record. And right now, if Mexico win this evening, that would move them to a 3-2 record as well. So if Mexico can win in Canada and win by more than 10, then Canada have a big problem. Here's your shooting percentages tonight. This was not a game from the perimeter. This was all about attacking the bucket. 18 turnovers for Canada. Plenty of pressure on ball by the Dominican Republic. Leading scorer was Andres Feliz with 18 for the Dominican Republic, and Trey Bell-Haynes, as well as Fiondu Kabengele lead scoring for Canada with 12. Here are the top plays from that final quarter of action. And the Dominican Republic, well, they put this one into cruise control, maybe a little bit too early, expecting to run away with the win. It wasn't as easy as maybe they expected. Actually, Canada, for the first time in the game, won a quarter. That fourth quarter, they won 20-18. But it wasn't going to be enough. The Dominican Republic hold on for the 9-point win. And that really does put the cat among the pigeons here in Group C. Leading scorer for the Dominican Republic, Andres Feliz, with 18 points and 6 rebounds. Leading scorers for Canada was Kabengele and Bell-Haynes, both of them with 12. Kabengele with a double-double, 12-point, 10-rebound performance. But the plaudits and the praise will fall on the shoulders of the Dominican Republic this evening. Coach Garcia has given them a game plan to deliver, and that is exactly what they've done. The home team have delivered a big, big 40 minutes of basketball in front of a rapturous crowd. The crowd were electric all night. Certainly the sixth man on the floor for the Dominican Republic. Certainly helped them get what is a must-win game under their belts here. And there's how the game finished off. Perez draining a corner pocket three. The crowd absolutely loving that. And, well, the crowd are loving it even more now. They're on the floor celebrating the win with their national team superstars. They are potentially one game away right now. They'll face Nicaragua on Monday. Once again on this floor here on their home court. I imagine another bumper crowd will be courtside to try and get them through. Could be an interesting night, a nervous night for all the teams within this group. As I say, right now Canada sit with a 4-1 record, Dominican Republic with a 3-2 record. Mexico face Nicaragua later this evening. Mexico, 2 wins, 2 losses. Nicaragua yet to pick up a win, but as hosts, they have already qualified. Here is your slate of games. As I said, Mexico, Nicaragua later this evening, then Mexico, Canada on Monday, and Dominican Republic against Nicaragua on Monday as well. This Group C is an absolute breathtaker, a barnstormer. It's one that you have to tune in for. If you're able to, tune in for that game later this evening, and the game's on Monday. But what a game we've had here, fueled by a raucous, loud, voracious crowd here in Santo Domingo. It's the Dominican Republic that take the lead. Final score, Dominican Republic 74, Canada 65.